What's going on, guys? Today we're going to show you how to change the fuel filter on an AirDog or Fass. This one just happens to be on my 99 Cummins. I'm having a little bit of a fuel issue. Hopefully changing the fuel filters is going to help out with that. We'll list the part numbers on wicks and other filters, and this just happens to be the NAPA brand. So you're going to need both of those filters, a pair of gloves, a good dog, and right here is going to be some just diesel fuel that I put in here because we're going to use that to put a little in here to help the priming in the water system only, and that to be able to take off the fuel filters themselves.
You're gonna get up under your vehicle. Forgot you're gonna need either 2 fuel line clamps, or you can just use 2 of these. You're gonna attach those onto the fuel lines. Then you're just gonna put a catch pan up under there and start unscrewing these. Let all that just drip out. So you really want to make sure you got that line clamped good right there, and then you're just going to go and start taking this one off. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your water filtration separation here, and you're going to fill it with diesel fuel. Do not use the fuel that you just drained out, because that can be contaminated fuel. You can just use fuel out of a pump, because this has some nasty stuff in it. You can just use fuel, fill it about 70% so you're not spilling any, and then take just a little bit of oil and lube up your O-ring here so you get a good seal on it. And then you're just going to take it and put it right up, screw it right back in. Some people say that you don't need to fill this with fuel. Some say that you can just prime it, but I honestly just prefer to fill it with about 70% fuel. Just help my system out. So then once this one, you screw that one all the way in, and then you're going to leave this one a little bit open so you can bleed fuel into the system. This one we've already done it, but just showing. When you have this one going, you're gonna leave that unscrewed a little bit. All right, now do that again, and you're gonna wait for that wait to start light to come on in there, and it's gonna come on, and your pump's gonna prime right there, and you can hear it running out the air in the line. And then when you go to start it, you're gonna do this here and cycle it a couple more times, just get your fuel going, and then bump it. One time it's going to run for about 15 seconds, and that's going to be priming your VP Pro. And then just make sure you're running good. After you've taken your fuel filters out, you can kind of see some of the contaminants that come out. In mine, these were, I think I have 5,000 miles on these, just changing these out. See if this fixes an issue, which is in my engine, but I figured I could bring this to you anyway. Some of that contaminant obviously comes from the outside of the fuel filter. And after you're done, just come back, tighten these up, make sure that these are good. So with the truck starting, just make sure you're turning the key over for that wait start come on, and you've got this one loosened up, and it's going to be bleeding fuel into the inside of that. And when you do that, fuel just rushes out of it, because you should have already filled your water separation with a little bit of fuel itself to get the whole thing running, so it doesn't have to cycle all that air out. And then you'll have a rush of fuel come out of there. I didn't get that recorded. Just tighten this back up, and then go and bump your starter one more time, and then you'll get this cycling for about 30 seconds, and you'll be able to start the whole engine. Let it idle for about 2-3 minutes, and after that it's good to go.